The India-Pakistan conflict is a complex and multifaceted issue that has persisted since 1947. Born from the tumultuous partition of British India, it encompasses deep-rooted historical grievances, religious differences, and geopolitical tensions. Over the decades, Kashmir has emerged as a central flashpoint. Fueled by nationalism and external influences, the introduction of nuclear weapons has escalated the stakes, while cycles of violence and missed peace opportunities continue to stymie resolution efforts. The recent incident in Pahalgam highlights the precariousness of peace in the region, prompting questions about the future of this long-standing conflict. In Pahalgam, local residents remain fearful and divided, with many calling for calm, while others demand swift retaliation. The echoes of previous conflicts resonate in their discussions, reminding them that peace remains elusive despite the desire for coexistence. As political leaders debate strategies, the daily lives of ordinary citizens hang in the balance, revealing the human cost of political decisions that often seem distant from their struggles. The fragility of the situation raises concerns about the potential for escalation and the profound implications for families living in the shadow of conflict. The tensions in Pahalgam have ignited not only local unrest, but have prompted international observers to heighten their focus on the region. News reports pour in, detailing the anxieties of citizens caught in the crossfire of political maneuvers. Among them, families express their hopes for a future free from violence, yearning for a day when dialogue replaces hostility. As the world watches, the stakes continue to rise, with every small incident threatening to spiral into broader confrontations, leaving the people precariously perched on the edge of uncertainty. The cycle of violence has become a grim part of life for many, with stories of loss echoing through the streets of Pahalgam. Parents recount tales of loved ones taken too soon, and the children witness an unsettling number of funerals instead of celebrations. Each story adds another layer to the already thick fabric of grief and animosity that blankets the region, as hope for change seems ever more distant. Amid this heaviness, some brave individuals are stepping forward, advocating for peace and reconciliation, trying to break the cycle of hatred that has persisted for generations. They believe that genuine dialogue and mutual understanding are essential to fostering a different narrative, where coexistence triumphs over conflict. In Pahalgam, the citizens grapple with the daily reality of living on the border, where every sound can spark panic or despair. Schools have instituted emergency drills, and parents worry about the safety of their children as the threat of conflict looms larger than life. Amidst the fear, community leaders are urging calls for calm, emphasizing the need for restraint and dialogue. They dream of a peaceful resolution that could offer hope to the next generation. However, skepticism remains high as trust between India and Pakistan dwindles. Each day brings new news cycles filled with rhetoric, fueling an already tense atmosphere. The international media's coverage has intensified, with headlines bringing global attention to Pahalgam and its beleaguered residents. Journalists seek stories from families who long for peace, yet find themselves caught in the crossfire of political rhetoric. Reports highlight the contrast between the serene beauty of the region and the turmoil that festers beneath, illustrating the duality of Pahalgam's existence as both a tourist destination and a flashpoint for conflict. As the narrative unfolds, one question remains: will the world act on this latest episode of violence, or will it continue to watch helplessly as a potentially explosive situation develops further? The eyes of the world turn to Pahalgam as conflicting narratives battle for dominance. While some portray the region's simmering tensions as just another episode in a long saga, others emphasize the human stories behind the headlines. Voices rise, insisting upon the urgent need for a fresh perspective, one that acknowledges pain while fostering a genuine quest for dialogue and understanding. Families affected by violence find strength in community, sharing their stories in hopes of bridging divides. Yet, deep-seated grievances complicate efforts, intertwining personal loss with the collective yearning for peace. The heart of Pahalgam beats with resilience, even amidst strife. Citizens in Pahalgam stand at a crossroads, where their aspirations for a peaceful life clash with the harsh realities of ongoing conflict. Many feel powerless, caught in cycles of fear and uncertainty, yet a resilient spirit binds them together as they imagine a future unmarred by violence. Amid protests and calls for justice, grassroots initiatives have emerged, fostering dialogue among various community groups aimed at healing past wounds and building trust. In Pahalgam, the whispers of peace are drowned out by the deafening clash of ideologies, yet hope persists among those who dream of a different future. Activists have been organizing community workshops, where individuals from both sides come together to share their stories, fostering understanding and empathy. As they confront their painful pasts, they cultivate a spirit of collaboration, believing that only through connection can they extinguish the embers of hatred that have smoldered for far too long. In the midst of these efforts, the youth of Pahalgam emerge as powerful advocates for change. Engaging in discussions about their dreams and aspirations, they challenge the old narratives that have dominated their lives. With social media as their platform, they amplify their voices, calling for tolerance and unity instead of division. Their hopeful outlook serves as a beacon for families yearning to break free from the chains of conflict, pointing towards a future where connectivity triumphs over hostility and fear. In response to the recent tensions, community leaders are organizing peace rallies, emphasizing dialogue over violence. In conclusion, the India-Pakistan conflict remains a deeply complex issue, shaped by historical grievances, national identities, and ongoing violence. As tensions flare once more, the people's desire for lasting peace should not be overshadowed by political maneuvering, demanding our collective attention and action.